Shalom. Kahalayim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Barchakwadash. Double honors unto our apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Much peace and blessings to the elect. Okay. I want to go into some, hopefully to edify and as well as exhort the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. And what I want to talk about is how this is our only hope. Outside of this truth, there is no hope. Okay. If this ain't true, then we're through. There are no answers outside of this thing of ours. Nobody else has any answers. And quite frankly, this life itself is vain, totally vain, without the hope of the kingdom. Okay? If we don't have the kingdom, and my nose is a little stuffy, pardon me, but if we don't have the kingdom to look forward to, a kingdom where righteousness dwells, or where we can live righteously and in peace and be free in eternity, be the hope of immortality, then this life is vain. Okay? And you can see that when you look at the state of the earth and look at these people. Okay? This world, this place is completely going to shit. And the average person can see it to a degree, especially someone who's learned and at least has a half a brain in their head. They can clearly see that the state of the earth is in a very sharp decline. But they don't have no answers. They really, they don't see anything past this place. So in their mind, they have to rationalize and try to make the best of it, ignore it. Just basically they're playing out Lamentations 4 and 21. Okay. Rejoicing and being glad as the scriptures tell Esau to do. Okay, and that goes for Esau as well as 2/3 of our people and the other nations, because they're under the vibration of Esau. So that's why you have the YOLO spirit, the live fast, die young spirit, the good die young spirit. People just going after their lust, going after their heart's desire without any fear of the Lord, because they feel like they got to get theirs now, by any means now, because they don't see anything past this. And it's very sad when you look at it, man. Especially knowing if you especially if you can see that this place is going to shit. A lot of people, they feel like, man, you know what, just F it. I'ma just go after my lust, because this place is going out anyway. But they don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But we do, which is a extreme blessing when you really think about it. Okay? It's a extreme blessing and an extreme comfort. And we can't thank the Lord enough for it, especially as times get harder and more dark. Okay, we have to keep our minds set on the kingdom, like it says. As a matter of fact, let me grab this. I believe this is Matthew chapter 6 and 20. This is Matthew chapter 6 and verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Okay? And in these times, the thieves are in government. They're in power. They're in authority. You got people like Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum, which are unelected officials, but they have the power and authority. Why? Because they control the money. Okay, he who controls the gold rules. He who has the gold rules, and one thing they want to, or one slogan they've been repeating, something they want to put into motion is what? You will own nothing and be happy. How you? Because what that means is they want to do away with private possession. They want to do away with private property laws. They want to do away with ownership, land ownership, home ownership, assets. They want to take away all that. And on top of that, they say you will be happy, meaning you gonna deal with it. You see that? So that goes along with the scriptures. That shows you this place is in a sharp decline. They don't even want you to own shit. You know? That's the type of world we're living in. Okay? Well, they want to give you a VR headset and some drugs and tell you stay in the house. Okay? Verse 20. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. That means what? We're focused on a new heavens and a new earth, hastening the kingdom, where these devils are not going to have any power, control, or authority to take anything from us. Okay, they're going to be put down. They're going to be put in subjection. All right. And this hope, they can't take away from us. This hope that we have right now, they can take our assets, they can take our physical possessions, but they can't take our faith. Right? So that's the most precious thing. That's what counts the most. Verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So that's where our minds is set on. The kingdom. Alright. So going back. This is 1 Corinthians chapter, where was I? 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 12. Now, if Hamashiach be preached that he rose from the dead, how say some among you that there is no resurrection of the dead? Now, this is the context of this is because you had some Jakes back then that was preaching that Yahushua didn't raise from the dead. Go on the hell off. Right? But we know through faith that the Most High did raise him from the dead. And knowing that gives us faith and hope of life after death. Okay? Showing you that this life It's just temporary. We just passing through. So no matter what happens on this side, we know it's something better coming. So we have something better to look forward to, which gives us hope, right? That the world doesn't have, that the average person doesn't have. Okay, verse 13. But if there be no resurrection of the dead, then is Hamashiach not risen, right? And if Hamashiach be not risen, then is our preaching vain, and your faith is also vain, right? If there's no life after death, if there's no resurrection after the dead, then this life is vain, right? That means this life don't mean nothing. That means you could do whatever the hell you want to do and it won't matter. This is just gonna pass away anyway, and it's gonna be like it never was. And you have a lot of people that live life thinking that way, which is a very miserable way to think. You got these atheists out here. I don't know how the hell they sleep at night. You know, you got these people that believe in evolution and Big Bang Theory, Darwinism and shit. That's why they commit all type of abomination, all type of weirdo shit, and they think they ain't gonna be judged for it because they think that we came from monkeys and shit. I don't know how people go through life thinking they evolved from a damn monkey. That means you'll do anything on a low. If nobody watching, you do any type of sick shit because you feel like in your mind you come from a monkey any damn way. You know. So life is meaningless. We're just on a spinning ball in the middle of nowhere. All this life just came from nothing, and it's meaningless. It's all coincidence. You got people out there really living their lives with this type of philosophy, and a lot of these people are in government. They're in authority, controlling major decisions in the world, controlling people's lives. You know, it's really crazy to think about. You know. Verse 15. Yeah, and we are found false witnesses of God, because we have testified of God that he raised up Hamashiach, whom he raised not up, if so be that the dead rise not. Right, so if that's true, that means we're preaching lies. So if what we preaching ain't true, then we through. You know? For if the dead rise not, then it's not Hamashiach raised. And if Hamashiach be not raised, your faith is vain, ye are yet in your sins. Then they also which are fallen asleep in Hamashiach are perished. I mean, if different brothers that passed in the truth, if there's no resurrection of the dead, that mean they through. Right? That mean our righteous forefathers that we read about in the scriptures, they all through. If there's no hope of salvation, a hope of the resurrection, a life after death. Okay? Something greater to look forward to. And even us, because we understand, it's clear to see that the powers that be, those that are in authority, they want to depopulate. They want to get rid of a lot of people, especially people like us. And they gonna get some of us. You know, it's just true, because that's in the scriptures. But if there's no hope of resurrection, if there's no hope of life after this, then what's the purpose of it all? You know, it's vain. But we know that's not the case. All right. Verse 19, if in this life only we have hope in Hamashiach, we are of all men most miserable. Now, in this life, Having this truth, it enhances our quality of life. We're sharper, we're more, intelligent in the spirit. We know how to move, we have discretion, you know. But it's our hope is much greater than that. And it's really going to kick in once this world fully passes away. Okay? But if that's not the case, then we're miserable. And you got people living like that, and they're fucking miserable, man. And you see it in these people's eyes, you see it in their face, you see it in their actions. They just living to die. These people walking down the street, they dead already, just waiting to die, because they don't have no hope. Either they waiting to die, or they killing themselves faster, trying to so-called live it up. Like it says in Romans 11:7, has Israel found that which he's seeking for? I tell thee, nay, but the election have attained it, and the rest were blinded. So our people, they looking for something, but they can't find it unless the Lord opens up their eyes to see it, which is this truth. Then they get that satisfaction. Then they get that relief. Okay? That we have, that you can't pay for, that you can't give away. The Lord got to give it to you. So that's pretty much it. That's just something I wanted to speak on through the Spirit. We should be happy. We should be rejoicing that we have this truth. All right. So with that, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Hakudash. To the next one, Shalom.